When it comes to one-year-old Mariah Cartavius, you are not.
Space, a final frontier. It's 5 years.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed. Here, ready to move out.
Okay, happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, everybody. You're watching Now Trending right here on 247miami.tv, also known as 247 Miami Radio. You can find us on Facebook at Now Trending 247. You can also find us at Twitter on same thing, Now Trending at 247. We are back. It's another Monday. We are here in the Batcave. Everybody, welcome to the Batcave. Is it not, Lou? Did you get the full Batcave decor? Today we're honoring the life and passing of Adam West, who was the original Batman, who a lot of us, that's how Batman started for us. It was the very beginning to Batman. And I think for people like us, you know, it's very special to us. You know, I think these new millennials, I'm not talking about the millennials, but it's just funny how they kind of don't know, you know, the history of Adam West to where us, it just brings back so many memories. And it's very touching to us. So today our show is a tribute to Adam West. May he rest in peace. He was a great actor. And everybody wants to, even Chris Metal, he's been excited before the show. You know, he just has some stories to share with us. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
For knocking me off before
That was not my fault.
Started. I was just so excited.
Exactly.
But again, it's Monday, June 12th. We've got a lot to talk about. Today, again, is today's many different days. Today's Crowded Nest Awareness Day.
Crowded what? Because I'm tight. What did you say?
Does anybody live in a crowded nest?
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that doesn't apply to us. No, I'm not.
No, I don't think so.
We have a all new set design today. Today is Loving Day. Today marks 50 years to where the law said it's okay, to have interracial marriages. It was a big...
Loving, that in Virginia, right?
Yes. So it is Loving Day. It is an important day, especially for biracial couples, for biracial children. My daughter's biracial. And we've endured a lot through her life. I've gone through a lot with her being biracial, but you know what? We've come a long way, to be here, and we can all love each other.
There was a movie that was released last year.
It was.
They got nominated. One of the actors got nominated for an Oscar.
They did. However, there's still lots of interracial couples who say, even though it's been 50 years since that ruling, we haven't really come a long way. I agree with that. Like I said, because I've lived with that. My daughter is, and sometimes we have been places where people make remarks and say things, but you know what? We're better than that, so it's just one ear out the other. And we keep on going. It's not something, that really bothers us. Drew.
Yes.
Have you ever had any issues? If you'd care to share, not big issues, or if you've never heard comments. So just sometimes just ignorant people that just have
not
something
that
neither
and
here
if
or
I
there.
did, I would ignore them anyway.
That's it. You know what I mean?
I don't care. They don't pay my bills, so I don't care.
Amen. Exactly.
Well, if you listened to my show last year, I talked about Loving Day on Day by Day.
By day.
By day. Yes, it's true.
By day.
By day.
Where can we find Day by Day?
By day.
On iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on 247 Miami.
Check it out.
That's right. So it's Day by Day. Chris Metal, also, where can we find you? I didn't even say hello to everybody.
No, you didn't.
No.
I know. I didn't even do. I'm just so...
She's a little scattered today.
I am.
Little?
Let me pull it. Thanks, Drew. So I'm your host, Joy Canizero of Now Trending here. I've got my lovely co-host, Siobhan. No last name. How are you doing today, Siobhan?
I'm here.
7 minutes into the show.
Anything exciting going on?
Not really.
No? Okay. Chris Metal, what's going on with you, man?
Hello there.
Hello.
More of the same. ChrisMetalRadio.com, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Right. When he is not here at Now Trending, that's where you can find him.
Brian, get a shot of the back.
You got it. We're also today on Periscope, so we've got our intern Brian here. Hello, intern Brian. How you doing over there?
Brian.
And then we've got Drew running the show.
What's up?
How's it going, Drew?
So far, so good.
Okay, good deal. And then we got Lou.
Lewis can't fix the butt there, but
hey, Lou.
That's fine.
Fix the butt, Lou.
Right. Sounds good.
Lou, I need my people.
Fix the butt. So, Chris Metal, what else do you have for us in this day in history today?
Oh, this day in history, it's loaded with stuff from this day in history.
It's
I
amazing.
hope so.
Okay, then.
The lead
Moving on. Oh,
The lead story was 1987. President Reagan challenges Russian President Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down that wall.
oh.
1987.
Is the marked almost practically the ending of the Cold War, or
Okay.
so we thought.
Can I give you a moment in history?
Sure.
11 days ago, 30 years ago, I graduated high school.
Wow.
June 1st.
Wow.
So long ago.
You should have given us the little.
How many years?
Okay. Do you have it available?
I have what you need.
We're in the Batcave. We need to get Batcaves today. Yeah.
30
Wait,
years
tell us
ago.
again.
30 years ago.
So what else we got, Chris?
Hmm. Actor Gregory Peck dies in 2003.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lou.
How old
Oh.
is he?
We're told the butt is ready.
The butt is ready?
Oh my
The butt is
God.
ready. Yeah.
Today's gonna be one of those
The butt's
shows.
working today, guys.
Oh.
Yes, and it's the butt.
You going, Chris?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting until their butts are ready.
Okay, our butt's ready. Go.
1920, Big Red sets record at the Belmont Stakes. World War I, 1917, King Constantine of Greece abdicates.
Oh.
World War II, 1940, Paris on the verge of invasion on this day in history.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Come on, Drew, that was the cue, man.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that's going to be
Well,
fun.
it's June 12th. What a
All
great
day.
day. So, So moving forward, we've got lots to talk about today. Again, thanks for listening. This is Now Trending. Again, you can find us at quite a few places. You can find us at Now Trending. You can find us on Facebook.com/Now Trending 247. That's where you can find us on Facebook Live. You can also find us on Periscope. Either find us through Twitter or Periscope. It's the same connection. Same thing at Now Trending 247. So again, lots to talk about. We've got some stuff to recash from last week. Starting off, we were talking about Bill Cosby last week. Okay,
Yes.
so we're moving fast along in this trial. I asked last week, how long did we all think like this trial would take? Lots of people presumed it would be much larger than it's actually been. It's actually gone
Fast.
quite fast. Friday was the closing arguments of the prosecution. Defense actually closed their arguments today, correct?
That was a
They
quick,
called their one witness, and that was it.
Yeah,
was a
that
quick
was it.
defense.
So, like we said, now, Chris, you were saying it was going to last probably a couple months.
I imagine it was going to drag out for a bit.
I
You
did
know,
too.
I thought it was going to be more of not like in the OJ case or or those other ones that were on TV. But I figured it would go longer than 2 days, 3 days, whatever it was.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
we only had
I
a few
agree.
days.
I thought it would be longer, but
Again, this happened a decade ago, allegedly,
longer than that.
longer than a little bit
much
more.
longer.
And now they're bringing it up. I mean, if it's rape, it has to be announced the next day, or right after supposedly it happens. You don't wait 12 years.
Is there a
or
gasp
whatever it
there,
is.
Siobhan?
I'm just gonna.
No, I
keep my mouth
understand.
shut.
No,
I
you're
just-
not here to keep your mouth shut. That's
I know.
not how this works.
I think I know what Siobhan is thinking. Or,
That Bill Cosby didn't even take the stand in his defense.
He
know?
did.
I don't think he had to.
However, his defense was that him and this woman. Now, this is only one accuser in this case so far. So we may have more cases as we move forward with this.
You won't.
I don't think
You won't because everything's past the statute of limitations.
on everyone else.
The reason why this case was pushed through because this was the last one, and it was literally like the deadline was going to happen. So that's why they pushed this case through.
Yeah, then this was just pushed through too fast. So, however, his defense today was that him and this woman actually had a relationship at that time. So it wasn't, a thing he's saying of where like he drugged her and then raped her. It was that they had a mutual relationship. He was having an affair on his wife. Today marked the first day, though, ever that his wife, Camille, did attend the court session. She was there, well, not on his behalf, but she was there with him. So again, that was his argument.
Chirp, chirp.
Yeah.
Cricket, cricket.
where's the Batman sound?
So we should have. So I'm saying we should have a decision. I don't think the prosecution's going to come back with anything.
Does that
Um,
mean the jury has been released?
I don't think they've been sequestered yet.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You
They
know,
I
haven't
mean,
been
they
as of
should.
yet.
If the defense rests, they should be.
problem
in
with
chambers.
the problem with the jury is that they have all this previous knowledge of all these things he's done 20, 30 plus years ago,
Right.
and they're going in to this whole thing with that in the back of their minds. Now, I'm sure the judge told them, forget about all the other ones. We're only
Right.
going in for this one. But honestly, of the 12, Who's going to go in pretending like that never happened?
You
Right?
can't
That doesn't
not
factor in.
think about that.
You can't. It's impossible because we're all humans, and that's what our brains do.
Mhm.
You know, we hear about he's guilty in public, you know,
Public domain.
Right.
then we go in knowing that, and every time we see him, oh, he's guilty. That guy raped somebody. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's it. That's the label he gets, whether he did it or not.
You're absolutely
Nobody
right.
knows.
You are absolutely right. So moving on, we had Comey last week testify. However,
Nah.
so it has raised a lot of concerns. Of course, and it's raised concerns with President Trump. So the Republicans are telling Trump they're pressing him to come clean about whether he has tapes of private conversations with former FBI Director James Comey and voluntarily provide them to Congress if he does, or possibly face a subpoena. So do you guys think, and even our Facebook viewers, our Periscope viewers, has this opened up a can of worms? Could this potentially harm Donald Trump, President Donald Trump? Drew, what does this do for you? You take a different stand than some of us here. Did you listen to the testimony?
Yes, we're kind of glued to it at work. Yes, I think it can hurt him in a sense because, you know, he's doing that same thing he did during the campaign, would say whatever and then let it fall. But now there is a tape machine in the Oval Office, so if they dig it out and put it on there, it's up to him. That's the only
Tape
bad
machine's got reels and everything.
thing. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's been in there since the Nixon administration.
You're right.
So, Chris, what do you think about
I mean, I'm in agreement with Drew. I think it could have implications, but at the same time, I think that, you know, Comey kind of, you know, laid it out. And, you know, the Democrats, if the Democrats don't agree with it and they don't like it, then it's good for President Trump.
Yeah,
So
Comey's kind of hard to figure out. I mean,
it is? It's not.
little-
He's
he's
not easy to follow.
right, and I mean that way.
This whole investigation is not easy to follow, even from the beginning. During elections, when things were starting to be brought to the surface, you know, where does he stand in all of this? To be honest, like, where does he stand?
I appreciate that he's not partisan to one or the other, but it's really hard to figure out when you're not like that.
well, he didn't go hard on Hillary Clinton either. So
He's kind of stayed. He hasn't blown the whistle like on either of them per se. I don't want to say.
could have.
I don't want
Well,
to
he
say
could've-
blow the whistle. He could have. Now
He
you know.
could've let
You know
the
he's
Russian
got
stuff
some.
slip out.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. He seems to be remaining neutral, you know, amongst like the two. But then you don't know. I mean, is he doing us any good? Is he doing us any bad? Is he?
Well, I
You know, it seems
appreciate
like-
that. I appreciate that he's neutral.
No, but you okay. But the thing is, okay, how's this though?
He's supposed
You
to.
appreciate that he is neutral. However, though, what if he is protecting Trump in a way that he shouldn't? How the
I don't
Democrats?
think, but I don't think he would have been at this point if he was trying to protect Trump. I don't think you'd have.
I'm
all
sure
this
he could
finesse.
probably throw the book at. I mean, but he hasn't. He's
What
not
is-
like.
Yeah,
What is he protecting him from? From
Yeah.
what?
I don't think he wants to do it. I think he wants Mueller to do it. So that's why a lot of the questions were that's up to the special prosecutor to do, and that's up to them. You know. So I think he's wants.
Where do you guys
him to
foresee
do
us a
it.
year from now?
Still talking about this crap.
Right now, do you
Yes.
right? Do you see still President Trump as our president, and
Of
we're
course.
still going to be sitting here talking about this?
Until the smoking gun comes out, which it could or couldn't. I think you were still talking about this.
Well, I think that the next one to get interviewed is Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He's next up on the
and
and
he
he
said
faces
he'll do an
tough
open
questions
court.
at the next Senate hearing.
Yeah, he
So
said he'll do an open court.
and
which-
it's all about the Russia probe, which there's no Russian connection. I'm sorry. Trump didn't need Russia to win the election. Plain and simple.
well, not to say that he used them to win, but there's something there.
Or to help just Hillary lose? Was it just a
how
point?
far
She
it
was
went
going to
is
lose
all I know.
anyway. She was going to lose anyway.
just how
Everybody
far it
thought
went
she was
then.
going to win. You know, it's just like the fake news. People just, you know, making it, you know, newsworthy. People talk about it and create all this debate.
And here we are talking about
He
it
won.
again.
Plain and simple.
He did. Siobhan, what do you got to say about this? You're so quiet today.
I gotta say, I'm very lost with all this back and forth, and I kind of have stopped caring.
Has it now? No, and that's the thing. No, but that's the thing.
Quite
Now,
honestly.
has it made it difficult for? I mean, not Americans, right? We're intelligent people, but just to stay following with what truly is going on. I mean, it's just become such a complicated process.
And who do you listen to?
And who do you
Right.
listen to? And it takes time to even, you know, research both sides.
But I have one thing.
Right. Go ahead.
That kind of upset me. And that was Paul Ryan saying, well, he's kind of new at this. I don't know. No.
Well, he
No.
is. He's not a politician, Drew.
True.
He's
but,
not used
but
to the
he said,
circus.
he said, and I quote, my brain's bigger than anybody. So If you're going to do the job, do the job. Don't tell me you're new at this.
He is new at it, whether you like it or not, Mr. Democrat.
Oh, I
but
totally
the thing
agree.
is,
But
it's like we would all be the same way. If
he
we
also
were in
said
there
he
without
could
any
beat ISIS
prior.
in a week. He also said, and he's doing the same.
And have we made
thing.
any progress though? Have we
No.
made any type of progress? We're already
I'm quite sure we probably
moving
have.
into June, but then again, I mean, it's only.
But
What
look
are you
at the
gonna
months.
do overnight?
Has it not seemed like though we've had this man as president for like years now?
Ever?
Look at all the things that have happened since he took office.
Oh my God, I'm so tired.
What though? Drama. It's just been nothing but drama. Drama and tweets has been
You wake
the
up and
past
like, what
5
happened
months.
You know, I blame President Obama for social media getting into the Oval Office, because he was the first president basically to stop doing the weekly radio address and started doing the internet address. Because George W. always did the radio address the normal way through some AM station or
Yeah,
some,
but you want to.
Obama's the first one to do the internet thing, and now Trump's rolling
Now
with
we're
it and
blaming
going
it
to
on
Twitter.
Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
I'm just
We're
saying
still
he
sitting
started
here-
the social
wait,
media thing.
We're
with
still
the
sitting here.
internet.
We're still sitting here in 2017 blaming Obama.
I will
See?
forever blame him when it's his fault. That's it.
Oh boy.
But moving forward, no,
Yes.
but he is the last president. Again, it's only been what, 5 months?
Ever.
Yeah. That's the sad thing. Do you guys agree that it seems like this man has been president
forever.
for at least a couple of years
So
at this
long
point?
that the F is
It's
off
so-
of it. Ever.
Ever. No, but do you guys feel that way? It
No.
doesn't feel like he's just taken office. And
It's
like,
the second
No.
week of June.
The
Yeah,
second
no,
week
I
of
don't-
He
office.
just took office January 20th.
But
He's
it's
been
like,
there
oh
like
my-
not even 6 months.
When you wake up and your first thought is, "Oh Jesus, what's going to happen today?"
I'm sitting here, has the world changed yet?
What's
You
going
know,
on
as
today?
soon as he brushes his hair and goes out there, you know what he's thinking when he's getting ready? He's like, what the F is happening now?
Mhm.
And what have I got to put on Twitter today? You know
Do you
what I
get
mean?
your hair tips from President Trump? Like, do you read GQ magazine?
No, you know-
And do they have editorials?
Metal's hair is a lot.
Do they
better.
have editorials that say how to get your tips?
You know
like,
who's-
men have
He's
magazines.
got
I
a
don't
similar
read them. I'm just-
hairstyle.
Cheeky.
Daryl Hall from Hall & Oates
Yeah.
has a similar hairstyle to Donald Trump.
You believe
Okay.
he threw him under the bus like that. However, moving forward, though, President Obama did make a lot of changes as he was leaving office when it
See
came
ya.
to Cuban relations with us. However, President Trump is expected to outline his new policy with Cuba next week, announcing steps that could reverse some of the changes made by former President Barack Obama to open commerce and travel after half a century standoff with the communist island. The Trump administration has been discussing policy changes that include prohibiting business with the Cuban military while maintaining the full diplomatic relations restored by Obama. The White House also has been debating new restrictions on American leisure to travel over to Cuba, which has more than tripled since Obama's 2014 announcement. So again, he's actually teaming up with Marco Rubio, who's right across the
Ugh.
street. But I know.
It gets
Can we
worse.
get a da-da-da-da-da?
Oh, you can get a couple of those.
Give it to us. But he is teaming up with him. I'm not a fan of Marco Rubio.
Mm-mm.
I think
Neither is my missus.
and you
It's
guys
not pretty.
know it's really, tell me about the missus. Does
can't
she really?
stand 'em.
There's just some politicians, and I guess everybody has them in all of their states
She can't stand 'em.
that can really grind your gears in the inside. Like it's
I
just,
met him. I actually met him once.
right?
He was about us by work one day, and it was really quick. I mean, literally 3 seconds, but he seemed like a nice guy at the time. But, you know, he was coming in there. I thought I was going out. I'm like, hey,
He may seem like a nice guy, but you just it's
Tell
like
him.
he's the type of one though that you just love to hate him. You know what I mean? He's just one of those. He's one of those politicians. There's just some politicians that when they get in front of the TV, everything about them just.
yeah.
But I just see that, and here, like I said, haven't I been like the cheerleader for President Trump? I have been, right? Do you guys agree? I've
Me
changed.
too.
Like I've been very neutral in saying,
Please stand clear of the doors.
Yeah.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
That's from the monorail, dude. I memorized that when I was a kid.
I freaking
Only
love that
phrase
guy.
I know completely in
I'm telling
Spanish.
you.
The only one.
Love that
That comes in handy from day to day.
Yeah, when you're on the monorail.
guy. Hey, let me stick my hand outside.
Like I said, that one and our keep that going all day.
Yes, sir.
It's like- However, it's throwing me off of what I'm
I'm so
talking
sorry.
about.
Well,
'cause-
really? I don't think.
However, no, I think that Marco Rubio is not a huge fan of our relations with Cuba. The way that we have,
Well, I think you got to start somewhere. I mean,
we do.
It just wasn't working for 50 years, and if you're not going to change your mind, they're not going to change your mind.
Right. And just before Obama, though, walking out the door, I mean, he totally flipped that switch, and opened that up. And, so now it is the next president's challenge. I don't want to call it an issue because I don't feel that it's an issue.
Yeah.
It's just another challenge that we have. But we do. You know what? That was such a fresh change that we've had, and there has to be adjustments to it.
That change affects us down here.
It does. It totally does. However, we have had less immigrants from Cuba coming over here in the past 5 months. They've actually had like none. At the last report, there was like a few months ago, it was actually 0. I haven't checked it in the last couple of months.
I haven't either. And I think there was a little mass, I want to say not a mass exodus, but more people came across right before he turned it on.
Right before. But the thing was, President Obama sprung it. So he had to do it, just so we didn't get an influx. Oh, yeah, they did. However, though, we could see changes, restricting travel, restricting certain trades. How do any of you guys feel about our new relationship with Cuba?
Well, there has to be something after the last 50 years. You can't just keep this, a severed connection.
Right.
You have to have some type of diplomatic ties, not so much political or, government stuff. There has to be more of an influence, and they're right there. They are a neighbor. You know what I mean? It's
and you want them on your side versus somebody else.
Just don't want them against you.
Yeah, true.
They're too close.
I know we are, but we're very close. We live in the middle of all of it.
Right.
It affects us. It's a topic we discuss more, I think, here than people discuss in other parts, of the country.
I've heard it for years. I've lived here 9 years. You always hear it on the news that there's a raft coming across, landed on the beach.
All of our beaches.
These
are our that we go to as regular
all the time. And I applaud them for getting here safely and trying to be free, from the oppression that takes place over there. But there has to be some sort of change in how things run over there, because we're not going to influence them to change. They have to do it on their own, and it's going to take another revolution to change it. The Castro regime is just too solidified in what they're doing. It's not going to change for a long time, but this is going to make progress.
True.
But more has to be done.
I agree. Okay, so do we have any comments going on over on Facebook, Lou? Anybody? Do we have anyone?
Yeah, they're talking about something else right now.
What are they talking about, though? Since it's our show, we want to know what everybody's talking about. We want to be involved.
I'm gonna get their own chat. I'm not gonna talk about this.
E3 conference going on right now. Xbox introduced.
Oh, wonderful! Hey, that's really cool.
Hey guys, we're talking about Cuba.
Nothing's better than.
I want to know about that, Lou. What's going on? With
Nothing's better than the Nintendo 64 or you Xbox heads.
We're an interactive radio talk show. So again, I want to know what's
about
going on with everybody. If that's what's trending, that's what's trending.
I
noticed know about that.
I noticed on YouTube that if you go to youtube.com, the YouTube logo has changed. And look, see, it has the video gamers and
my
E3
goodness
right next to it, so you can check out some gaming stuff. I noticed that earlier today.
Awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what they're talking about.
Awesome.
Apparently. Search games channels and videos.
Well, guess what? I've got some news to report, but it's not news that you guys want to hear about.
Uh-oh.
It's one you guys told me not to even talk about.
Oh,
we're going to talk about it.
A single winning Powerball ticket matching all 6 numbers was sold. Matching all 6 numbers was sold in California and will claim an estimated $447.8 million jackpot. Lottery officials have stated it was not immediately known where the ticket that will claim the 10th largest lottery prize in U.S. history was sold, according to Powerball spokesman Randy Miller. So the lucky numbers drawn Saturday night were 20, 26, 32, 38, 58, and the Powerball number was number 3. Any numbers you guys would ever pick?
No.
Yeah, those are all my numbers. I just didn't play.
I know. Oh, God.
I go through phases. Do you guys? Okay, because Florida was one of the first states that had lottery. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I've been watching. I don't want to say I've been playing since I was a kid.
Illegal.
No, but you know what? It's like as you're a kid growing up with the lotto down here, like your parents for Christmas, they'd always buy you scratch offs. But then it was always like one of those jokes, like don't cut the tag off the mattress. Like the police are going to come. Don't tell anybody you scratched that $1 ticket. We'll go to jail. But that's a lot of money.
Money.
You know what? I had actually been watching that the jackpot grow and was thinking I need to get a ticket. I need to go buy a ticket. And of course I never did.
Right. Well,
I saw Sunday as I was driving and I saw the billboard. I'm like, oh, someone won.
Okay. Is it not depressing when you're driving down the highway after someone's won and you see the number has gone down?
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little.
It's depressing when you forget to buy the ticket.
Well, that's it. But I'm saying, I think it's something though that we all experience. Like we've had those billboards around forever, but now we share them since we share the Powerball with many other states.
We'll be done in 5 years.
Huh?
We'll be done in 5 years.
Yeah, right.
Powerball will be done in 5 years. That's usually when the lotto winners usually die. They go
True.
They go
They
crazy.
buy all the drugs and stuff.
Don't you hate it though when you see those shows where the people have gone broke, like they've won like just tons of money from the lotto, and then now they're just back to. But money goes that way. If you cannot,
if you're not
manage
trained,
it
yes.
properly, what's the first thing you would do if you like? I'd get a name change.
Get a financial advisor.
What? Why?
I'd change my name. I
Get a
because
financial
you go into
advisor.
hiding.
No, get a
No,
financial
you
advisor.
don't.
First thing you do is you get a lawyer and a financial advisor.
I don't know anybody.
You don't go to quite the
You do not
opposite. You
sign
get
your
on
rights away.
you get on every billboard and you say that line from Dave Chappelle. I'm rich, biatch. You know what I mean?
But
You-
why?
you-
Why?
they go, why not?
No. What you
You're
do is
one
So
of-
apparently Chris is one of these people who would go a little overboard.
You're one.
No, he'd be on the TLC show. How I Had It and
No.
Lost It All.
you are,
Please
you are
stand
one.
clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados.
I'm going to Disney World.
I'm owning Disney World. It's Drewland.
You're in a small handful of people that have defied the odds of winning a jackpot.
292 million to 1 is the odds to win.
You have at least a shred of a right to broadcast it.
I wouldn't.
Do you know all the leeches
You know what
that
I do?
come out
Oh,
after
all your
that?
true friends are going to come out. All your friends are going to come out.
all
man.
the leeches.
I'd run for president.
Family members?
Huh?
I'd run for president.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do what the other guys did. Buy everybody in your family a house, and then you're broke.
That's
You'd
what
have-
I would
Everybody
take
else is
care.
cool.
I mean, I would take care of. However, though, go ahead, Siobhan. What were you
Well,
going to say?
you would have long lost cousins coming out of the woodworks, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody who hated you from before,
Everyone who's got the
everybody would
same
have an
last name.
apology.
Yeah, kids you
Everybody
don't
would
know,
be, you know.
kids you don't know.
Oh,
I bet you there'd be
son.
lots of kids you don't know.
Chris Metal, are you my dad?
I'm out. I'm out.
Nope, I'm not. Slam the door.
You guys are awful today. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we've got the mayor, we've got Siobhan with news, we've got odd news stories, we've got lots of things to talk about. Make sure you guys stay tuned with us on Facebook Live or at 247miami.tv or over on Periscope. We shall return.
The views and opinions expressed on Now Trending are those of hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, and other 247miami.tv hosts and advertisers. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure of disease or condition.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports.
And other things.
Like what? W eating chips.
I can't put these chips down.
247miami.tv.
The couch.
Hello, everyone. This is Drew from Now Trending. Usually I'm driving the bus in the show, keeping it from riding off on the rails. Every Monday from
4 to 6.
on 247miami.tv.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy from The Roy O Show. Just letting you know, guess what? The Roy O Show, it's back, baby. Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be Prosper, O, and yours truly covering everything. Sports, TV, entertainment, comics, Walking Dead, you name it, we're talking about it. Join us this Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Only on 247miami.tv.
It's Now Trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from
4 to 6.
on 247miami.tv.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day. By day.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy from The Roy O Show. Just letting you know, guess what? The Roy O Show, it's back, baby. Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be Prosper, O, and yours truly covering everything. Sports, TV, entertainment, comics, Walking Dead, you name it, we're talking about it. Join us this Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Only on 247miami.tv.
Out trending every Monday from
4 to 6
on 247miami.tv.
This is Chris Metal here for Now Trending, coolest show on 247miami.tv. Join us every Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Joy Canizero, your host, Drew Dawkins, Siobhan, and Chris Metal. Every Monday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern on 247miami.tv.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hiya, this is Harley, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Whee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay!
And we're back here now trending. You can find us on 247miami.tv. You can also find us on Facebook.com/Now Trending 247 and over on Twitter and Periscope at Now Trending 247. So we're back again today. Our show, it's in the Batcave. Lou, did you make sure you got all of our decor? Did you make sure?
Our decor?
Look at our Batman decor. We're in the
Our Batman
Batcave.
logo.
Don't you guys like it?
Love it. He doesn't even put this much up in his Batcave.
How do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly.
And all those scriggly things like pow. Look at the things.
Like dangle more?
Lou was afraid it would cover your face. You should have seen what I had to go through.
That's better.
However, I fought so much for the decor, it's starting to drive me nuts though. The one on my mic.
That one's cool though. That one's the one with the wings out. That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that one. That was okay.
You can take it home.
I had that one over. I will. I'll let everybody take a Batman
awesome.
thingy home today.
See
Okay.
that? Oh, this is a great show.
How about that? So Siobhan's got news for us. So news with Siobhan.
Oh, no special announcement.
And back to
That was from last week.
Oh.
Remember, this was an edited show sheet.
Alrighty, I got you. Yes, I can talk about.
It's summer. We're summer slacking.
So, okay, yesterday Puerto Rico had a vote and they voted for U.S. statehood in a non-binding referendum. They are claiming our equal rights as American citizens, according to Puerto Rico's governor. 97% of the votes favored statehood, but voter participation was low at just 23% after opposition parties called for a boycott of what they call the rigged process, in part over the ballot language. However, this does not mean that Puerto Rico is automatically going to become a state. That would be the 51st state of our United States. Congress will ultimately decide whether the status of the U.S. Commonwealth changes. It will be up to this new generation of Puerto Ricans to demand and claim in Washington the end of the current improper colonial relationship and begin a transition process to fully incorporate Puerto Rico as the next state of the Union, says Governor Ricardo Rossello. So for Puerto Rico to become a state, Congress would need to pass a statute laying out the transition process. If Congress does not pass a statute, Puerto Rico's status will remain as it is. So what do you guys think? Should Puerto Rico be 51?
With a few stipulations,
Okay, so that would be in the statute that Congress creates.
which if they're smart, they will. You must first get out of the debt that you got yourselves into
Exactly.
before the
Go ahead.
American taxpayer is going to bail you out.
Now, that seems to be the main premises of their decision.
That's why they want statehood.
That's the opinions, as I said, based on their decision, and they owe us lots of money.
Yeah. So
They owe everybody money.
they do. So how do we feel though as Americans? How do we feel? Like you said,
Well,
you said based on, but I mean, with the amount of money that they owe us, you know, they're going to have to come up with a big down payment first. You know, how do we even begin collecting the type of money that they owe us?
I mean, the other side of the coin, they do use U.S. currency.
Yeah.
So for that, they feel some sort of umbilical, like connected to the Washington, D.C. or the Treasury. You know what I mean? But this is mismanagement of the funds there, and you know, gross mismanagement of budgetary, all that legal stuff. And instead of taking accountability for it and trying to rework how you do things, they're just like, oh, we'll just become a state, and then they'll just bail us out. You know, it's not how it works. Obama's not there anymore. You know?
Here we go.
Because he would do it.
I know you said the O word. It was just funny how you just...
He would do it. He would give it to them so they could bail themselves out and become a better, like, you know, neighbor.
But right though, and that's the thing, you know what, it's a work together relationship. You know, what though could they provide for us? I mean, in addition to giving your money back, you know, it comes to the point where we all work to help each other. That's how this country works. We all, you know, provide some type of resource, or, you know, throughout this country. Go ahead, Lou. What were you gonna say?
They do send soldiers to war.
They send soldiers to war.
They do.
Give their
They
life.
do put their lives on the line and not get representation.
And we do have a naval base over there too.
Right. Okay. So, okay, that's
they
a
do
good
testing.
point. That's now, is that from you or is that from a viewer? Do we have any viewers? Viewers, give us your opinion. I mean, as far as your opinions, is as Puerto Rico, as they're a commonwealth,
What can
but
they
should they
offer?
remain? What could they offer us? I mean, how do we work together though? That's the thing, is they can't just be, I think we look upon them, you know, we don't look at them like a neighbor who is a part of us, to where we all have this working relationship.
Right.
Oh, we look at them as a stepchild.
You know, and that is, we looked at them as a stepchild. But I think at this point, if we're going to keep this type of relationship going, we need to start looking at them more of like, you know, a sibling, a brother, sister, like we do with other states, and working together. So again, it just, how do we bring them up to par?
What are they going to do? Give us more rum?
Well, that's a start.
Right.
That's not
I
bad.
completely agree in that aspect.
That's not bad.
But
They could promote tourism, you know, and bring
tourism-
tourism to the island. And
They do. tourism
They
is
do.
doing
That's
great.
the only income from them.
right.
But even as far as their tourism works, I mean, how much of that, like we said, that does go to Puerto Rico, but then how much of that is, you know, it generates through, I mean, the U.S. budget. Do you get what I'm saying? Like how much of that, how are they paying taxes on what they're obtaining
They're
through?
not. That's the problem. They're
Right. It's like, I mean, they're not. And here they are though. Again, it's like a state, but it's a stepchild state.
Step state.
I think it's.
They have forever had.
And it's a beautiful place. So you know what? It would be a beautiful thing if we all did work together, you know, them helping us helping them. I mean, I think that we have something
You can set the rules up and do that.
great
You can do
going,
it. You
but
can do it.
we've all got to
It's just a
agree.
matter of. You're exactly right. You just have to do it.
We've got to get rid of the moochers, people. We've really got to get rid of the moochers, and it's time, you know, people start pulling their weight,
The weights.
their weights, whatever they
Please
have.
stand clear of the doors.
Yes.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
I'm so
If we
happy
could
you
send that
found
guy
that.
up. You know what's
I haven't
happening when I
heard that
found
in
that?
years.
When I found that on site, I couldn't stop laughing. My wife was like, "Okay, you found it."
No,
Congratulations.
as soon as you played it, did
Congratulations.
I not trip out? Like I was in your dying. Go
That's
ahead.
back in the monorail.
God, God. Lou, can we have a show from the monorail?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, contact Disney.
Do it on the green screen.
Work
for
it out.
the-
Work it out.
Put it on the green screen for the website.
Oh, you know what? That would be great if we had like a monorail setting. We do it on a green screen, like we're sitting inside a monorail.
Well, that's why we took the pictures in front of the green screen to
Yeah.
superimpose an image.
Let's do it.
People are
Let's do it.
busy. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, all of us.
Okay, let's talk again about Drew's favorite first family. The president and first lady's commuter marriage appears to be over as the family has united.
What'd you say,
under
marriage
roof
over?
again. No, their commuter marriage, not the
Watching
whole
CNN
marriage.
again.
Oh.
First Lady Melania Trump and son Barron, who we remember is 11, moved into the White House on Sunday after spending the first several months of President Trump's presidency residing in their Trump Tower penthouse in New York, which I'm sure a lot of New Yorkers appreciate now that all the security can go away. And
It won't go away forever.
but it'll be much reduced without them there. Melania Trump says she's looking forward to the memories we'll make in our new home. It is unusual for the First Lady and the President to live apart during any stretch of the presidency, much less in its infancy. The Washington Post reported it appeared unprecedented and described the decision as flouting the most basic of all First Lady traditions. Sounds like they're kind of shaming her. After Trump's inauguration in January, Melania Trump and Barron remained in New York so so that he could finish out the school year at Columbia Grammar and Prep School on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. He will transfer to the private St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland for the coming year. So, what do you guys think? Is this a big deal?
Not really.
Do you care?
No, not really.
Do you think she made a good decision? To
Not really.
Yeah,
stay
I think she had to. I don't think she could have. It was causing controversy.
From the point
How
of,
do you
of
have
security and
come
money?
on,
and-
how do
I
you
agree.
have the president living in the White House and then his wife and son living back home in New York? It just that's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.
No, but I think
I said, give me a hell yeah.
No,
I think as a mother, she made the right decision to keep her son in school and not,
Yeah, finish the
uproot
year.
him for,
I was just going to say that you can't just extract them
I
and
agree.
move them. And,
I agree. Well,
okay,
I
I'll
mean,
give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay, now at the end of the year, I agree. However, like it was the end of the year. I think that yes, he needs to finish out the school that he was at.
Yeah.
Like he did. However, at the beginning was, do we stay here in New York or do we move to Washington? I understand the school. She was being a good mom. She took a
Right.
lot of criticism, even about that. Which no, I think she was being even overprotective as a mom. Wanting the best for her son. But
that
I
I give
think
her credit.
yeah, but I think though with her being the first lady in the White House, they found a great school. There was always potential. It's not like there wasn't a great school around there that they could send him to. Is my point. But I just think it would have been very unconventional not having her in the White House. I think it would be a bad look.
Right.
It's not the typical, and that's maybe bad to say because we don't want to follow stereotypes, but then I think that we do have to have some type of standard, when it comes to families, when it comes to, what we portray as families, not in all senses, because families are quite different these days, but I think to have it a solid family, with two spouses, a child.
Well, apparently her parents were living in the Trump Tower along with them, and they have also moved into the White House. So Trump's got his in-laws.
So Trump has the in-laws in the White House. Okay, this is great. This would make for great reality TV. I don't know. I would love to watch that.
That's
Want to be a fly on the wall there?
Okay, maybe then it was Donald Trump keeping her away from the White House.
Perhaps.
Like you and the kid aren't coming because you have the parents.
We'll see if he deports his in-laws.
You see if he makes, yeah.
What I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a cold one.
But how long? Is it just temporary?
I don't know. I read this yesterday in a report. The report I pulled up this morning did not talk about the in-laws. So
I didn't know they were here. I thought they were still over there.
Well, the report I read yesterday said that they were living in the Trump Tower with Melania and Barron, and that they did arrive in Washington, D.C. as well. So I don't know if that means they're moving in or just visiting.
Just visiting.
They're probably going to be the babysitters.
Perhaps. Who knows?
It's crucial to the child's development.
Maybe.
Come on now.
It's family.
Get past it. There's
Well,
more. There's more
there's
stuff
got
to
to be
worry
plenty
about.
of room in the White House for you to stay on that side.
They can take one of the
Sure,
wings.
there's plenty of room. You know what I mean?
Plenty of room. You're going to
No
need to go to
bunk
security to
beds,
come see me.
you know?
please.
There's no hide beds, nothing like that.
I'm quite sure there's a couple.
I wonder if it's like homely. If you have a
course it is.
chance to be homely.
What was that?
though.
Comely?
Homely.
Comely?
Homely.
Ooh.
Did you say comely?
Are you serious?
No, but it's just like, we all think of that space, like we go home to each night where you have peace. Is there ever a point where you could fully let your guard down?
Oh, honey, he is still Donald Trump. I'm quite sure he's got rules and stuff in place.
Yeah.
But there has to be somebody always there. There's somebody there's got to be bodyguards, like Secret Service.
Yes.
You're sitting there watching TV with your family, but then you've got Bob and Joe, standing at the door.
Well, they're not in the room. They're probably just outside the door.
It's so,
But
it's so
still.
impersonal.
Yeah.
Would you want
Yeah.
that position? Would you want to live like that?
No.
No, like let's say one
I
of his
don't think he
hobbies.
does either.
Let's say one of his hobbies was playing guitar, and he really sucked at it. And he's sitting in there jamming away, trying to play Dust in the Wind or something like that, or Stairway. And the Secret Service guy on the outside just laughing his ass off because Trump sucks at playing guitar.
Can you pass gas regularly?
I would anyway. I don't care who's around.
Come on.
You heard it here.
Shooting down the hallway.
do you just walk around, just
crop
letting it
dust
go,
anybody.
like just?
Let's go see Jeff Sessions. Hang on.
I just find it such an invasion of privacy.
Imagine with how tall Comey is.
Oh,
how many people he crop
I
dusted.
just want a room where I can just fart.
Trust me, there's a lot of rooms you can fart in the White House.
But
And-
alone.
And I'll bet right
sure
after
you
I'll bet right after Trump like breaks wind, he's like, "Cause I'm the president."
You're fired.
So what I believe you were trying to say.
But even the bathroom,
Is
just think
thank
about
you.
it. So if somebody, right out your door.
Yeah.
but hopefully there's a
Well,
loud
it gets
fan in
worse
there
than
when you
that.
turn the
It gets
light
worse
on.
than that. When they go out somewhere,
Yeah.
there's literally a guy. He puts some plastic on the stool, so when they go, they collect it and they leave with it.
What?
I kid you not. I kid you not.
With what?
It makes sense.
With his
But
byproducts.
that makes sense. I've never. But does that happen with all presidents?
Yes.
Where did you get this information?
Because apparently one of the
No,
presidents.
it makes sense
One
because
of the presidents went to the bathroom, got sick, and somehow someone tracked it down and said, "Oh, the president analyzed it, and so the president had this."
Yeah.
So from that point forward, there's a guy with a bag.
Yeah,
and
that's his
he's there.
DNA. I'm nobody special, and I make jokes like if I leave hair around and I'll pick it up and throw it away. I'm like, I don't want to leave my DNA, right?
Right. So there's a guy
Oh my
that
God.
does that.
Wow.
How do you know it's a
I
guy?
bet you he gets paid really good.
Oh, I'm quite
I
sure.
bet you a really good paying job.
What's the job?
What's the job title?
President
Booba
crap collector.
Scooper? Booba Scooper? I don't know.
Oh man.
Okay, let's move on. 'Cause
Please.
It could really devolve here. The New York-based arts organization came under fire for staging a production of Shakespeare's Julius Caesar starring Trump lookalike Greg Henry in the titular role. In this staging of the play, which was part of the summer's Free Shakespeare in the Park, Caesar is a businessman known for his petulant personality, fancy suits, and blondish hair with orange overtones. His wife, Calpurnia, even has a Slavic accent, much like First Lady Melania Trump. Calpurnia. In the play, Roman senators fear Caesar had become power hungry, so they stabbed him to death. Delta Airlines pulled its funding of the theater group on Sunday in response to mounting criticism. Soon after, Bank of America pulled its sponsorship of the play, but will retain its funding of the theater. No matter what your political stance may be, the graphic staging of Julius Caesar at this summer's Free Shakespeare in the Park does not reflect Delta Airlines' values, says Delta's spokesperson. Their artistic and creative direction crossed the line on the standards of good taste. We have notified them of our decision to end our sponsorship as the official airline of the public theater effective immediately. There's so much going on right now. I'm distracted. The play is set to open Monday at the Delacorte Theater in Central Park, but early previews immediately stirred up intense controversy, even though Trump's name is never mentioned in the production.
The views and opinions
Yes.
expressed on Now Trending are those of hosts, guests, and
That's
callers,
exactly what
and
I
are
would
not
do.
necessarily those of this station, its management, and other 24/7 Miami.tv hosts and advertisers. These
But yes, Delta Airlines does not agree, and Bank of America has pulled their funding. So, would you guys go see this Shakespeare in the
No.
Park now that you know what it's about?
No.
No, yeah.
I
It's
wouldn't.
kind of a big
okay,
thing every summer. It is a big thing in New York every summer. The Shakespeare in the Park.
If you're gonna go to that as a normal routine, yeah, you might still go, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to go
Yeah.
No.
Well,
because I can't.
Absolutely not. If you want to see
No, it's
Shakespeare,
free.
go to
No, but I can
Broadway.
get a flat
Go to the
there.
real
Oh.
place.
if you were already there, though, I never went to Shakespeare in the Park while I lived there. When I was living in New York, it just didn't really appeal to me. But I feel like this publicity is going to draw attention, and people are
Yep.
going to go on want to see it now anyhow.
Yep.
So anyway,
I think there'll be protests.
there will. I mean, yeah, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. It opens tonight. Tonight is the first show, so
I
we'll
hope
see
it
how many.
rains.
That would kind of suck.
Nope, it wouldn't. Justice.
Right.
Justice.
Okay, finally, we're talking about porch pirates here.
Oh boy.
Drew just loves that term. I don't know.
Because it could mean anything.
Exactly. This is so funny.
Some police departments are trying new methods to catch brazen criminals known as porch pirates. These are thieves who steal packages left on doorsteps. Reports show that at least 23 million Americans have fallen victim to the crime. Police are now turning to technology for help in doing their own deliveries, using bait packages with GPS trackers inside to find and arrest thieves. One man in Campbell, California, had security cameras that caught a man approaching his porch before apparently making off with his delivery. It's one of those things in life, he said, you just don't want to go through. And this motivated him to work with his local police department, who now uses his porch to drop off bait packages, hoping to lure criminals. Let's hope none of the criminals are reading this article.
Exactly, not anymore.
Inside a regular shipping box, officers pack a common delivery item along with a GPS tracking device, the exact details of which they want to keep under wraps so criminals don't know what to look for. The programs have been successful in several cities across the country. Arcadia police in California say more than 100 suspected thieves have taken the bait. Wow, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But the tactic also raises concerns after a stolen bait package led to a high-speed chase and officers swarmed a movie theater to make an arrest. Well, they shouldn't be stealing the packages. While experts say these operations are legal, some say they should be regulated by court order or warrant, and some say this is falling under entrapment. So first of all, have you ever had something stolen off your porch?
No.
Not as of
Not
yet,
me.
but it's very common.
I did, but
Yeah.
what they stole was really worthless
But
to me,
how's
so
that
it didn't
entrapment?
matter.
How is that entrapment?
Well,
Entrapment is literally putting it in your face. If
Well,
it's on my
because
door,
it's just, I agree with you. No, but I think it's a good idea. I think at this date and time, I think where we're at now, people, it's common now to get packages
Right.
delivered for everything.
Right.
I'm talking your most minimum toilet paper, groceries.
yes, exactly.
People are getting everything delivered to their door. They're paying money for it. The thing is, though, now it's deciding, though, at least this is going to help thieves, because the bigger issue is, too, you have delivery drivers that are lazy. They just don't deliver packages, so you don't know if it's stolen. Like, you don't. Trust me, that's a whole another issue.
Mhm.
But I think it is a good idea right now because people are losing lots of money. Companies are losing lots of money because they will replace these packages.
Mhm.
Amazon's one. You know, if certain details, if someone takes it, they will go ahead and replace the package. There's other companies that do the same thing because it's the right thing to do. You know, they want you to trust in their service. However, this is a big issue now. People just driving around and stealing boxes.
We're following trucks.
Chris, I mean, who is Chris?
I'm over here.
Lou.
Oh my God, this mixing us up now.
There's a YouTube video.
Right.
Someone put feces.
Right.
Oh.
To trick someone, so when they grabbed it, they got a bag of thing.
Yeah.
Just to try to trick them. I'm wondering that somewhere someone must have like tons of sex toys.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think we need to start moving in that direction.
It could
Unfortunately,
also be a scam in the works too. Like if you know Amazon's going to replace it if it's stolen, you call your buddy. Hey man, I got a
And that's what they
DVD player
do.
coming. Come and take it, and I'll report like it was stolen.
right. But
You know what
Amazon
I mean?
watches for that. They watch our accounts.
I also
and-
don't- I
Yeah,
also
it's
don't
definitely
think-
fraud, but someone's going to find a way through it at
Also-
first, at least.
I also don't think you need a warrant to do that. If you have permission of the property owner,
Right.
why do you need the court to get in the middle?
Well, yeah, and that depends on where they're placing these boxes. They have to be
They're
legal,
supposed to be on the doorstep. So
legal
why,
places.
That means they're going onto someone's property. Why would you need a warrant to do that?
But then you know what? Here's another twist though. Like I was watching my Discovery ID last night, and you had this homeowner who set up to where it happened a few years ago. I forgot, was it like in Wisconsin? But he set up his house because he was robbed before. He was tired. You know, he didn't want to live in fear. The man was senile. But then he set up his house as if he was going away, and kind of put the word out like he was going away. So he kind of suspected that people would come, that people would come and, you know, break into the house. But he was sitting in his house waiting with the guns. And he killed, it was two teenagers.
That's
It was
terrible.
a young gentleman and a young lady. And he, just killed them. But the thing was, he recorded everything. He had video cameras and audio for when people broke in to protect him. However, he kept it running, you know, but he set it up. But imagine, you know, people may get the idea, you know, they get tired of having their packages stolen. So I'm going to leave this. I mean, people are nuts these days.
It's still breaking into someone's house.
Yeah, it is.
Still breaking into someone's house. I mean,
Yeah, but in that case, no, he like said, I mean, he was out to kill them.
If they weren't going to break the law by breaking into his house,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have gotten killed.
But he did. But it was premeditated. He had it since he set it up. They ended up.
But everyone's premeditated. If you buy an alarm, then you're premeditating.
Yeah. No, but he Discovery
Oh,
ID
no, I
episode.
agree. It's a little different. It's extreme. But at the end of the day,
That one. Siobhan, what else you got?
Whoa.
Fill
That's
them
all I have. What do you have?
What do you have? Like you said, you have your stolen packages. How do you usually resolve it? I mean, does it happen often to you?
No. This happened at an old address I lived at,
Mhm.
and working in the promotions field, this is what was delivered to me.
And you get lots of packages.
I
Good
do.
packages.
Yeah. Don't tell. No, I don't. I get terrible stuff.
I'm gonna start hanging out at her building.
That's your new address. 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
So what was sent to me, I was doing some demonstrations for a vacuum, and the vacuum was sent to me. I got that, no problem. But they were also sending me, I kid you not, a bag of dirt to do the show how well the vacuum picked up the dirt. And so it was a bag of dirt, a bag of cat litter, and like a swatch of a piece of carpeting.
They sent you a bag of used cat litter?
Not used.
Okay, just making clear.
All in a box. So it's like, but that one, that disappeared. And I thought to myself, whoever stole this, opened it up and thought, what the heck did I
Imagine but you steal something and you open a box like that and it's just cat litter, a bag of dirt,
Let's
and
teach
a
you a
piece of
lesson.
carpeting. So it was really ridiculous that was stolen, and I really didn't care. And I just thought it was kind of like the joke's on you. But the whole principle of a package being stolen off of my front porch was,
And usually it's your neighbors that do it.
yeah, that was kind of upsetting. So, but I think I'm in a nicer location now, hopefully. And I know my neighbors better, so hopefully.
And she hasn't given me her address yet since she's
Wouldn't
moved.
either.
I have security guards in the front.
Oh, you're going out of town? No problem.
She moved like a long time ago, and yeah, we haven't been invited over yet.
Why is that?
So before we go to break, we do have Platinum Pro Wrestling Fight for Independence Saturday, July 1st, 2017 at the Platinum Pro Arena, VFW Post 1966 at 350 Southwest 25th Street in Fort Lauderdale. You'll see your favorite wrestlers. One of mine, Martin Stone. You've got Tokyo Monster Kahagas. We're going to have Angel Rose, Dynamite Didi. All your favorite Platinum Pro Wrestling superstars will be in the house again. That's going to be Saturday, July 1st. That's going to be the Fight for Independence at the Platinum Pro Arena. Again, VFW Post 1966, 350 Southwest 25th Street in Fort Lauderdale. So again, our listeners, make sure you stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, but make sure you stay tuned to Facebook. We're at Now Trending 247. Same thing on Periscope and Twitter at Now Trending 247. Or you can hear us on 247miami.tv. We'll be right back.
Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down. 247miami.tv. The couch.
Hello, everyone. This is Drew from Now Trending. And usually I'm driving the bus in the show, keeping it from riding off on the rails. Every Monday from
4 to 6
on 247miami.tv.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy from The Roy O Show. Just letting you know, guess what? The Roy O Show, it's back, baby. Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be Prosper, O, and yours truly covering everything. Sports, TV, entertainment, comics, Walking Dead, you name it, we're talking about it. Join us this Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Only on 247miami.tv.
It's Now Trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 4 to 6 on 247miami.tv.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy from The Roy O Show. Just letting you know, guess what? The Roy O Show, it's back, baby. Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be Prosper, O, and yours truly covering everything. Sports, TV, entertainment, comics, Walking Dead, you name it, we're talking about it. Join us this Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Only on 247miami.tv.
Out trending every Monday from
4 to 6
on 247miami.tv.
This is Chris Metal here for Now Trending, coolest show on 247miami.tv. Join us every Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Joey Canizero, your host, Drew Dawkins, Siobhan, and Chris Metal. Every Monday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern on 247miami.tv.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yeah, we're getting
back
ready.
here on the Now Trending. I'm listening to Chris Metal Radio.
Welcome back. So again, thanks for everybody for joining us. We are here again on Facebook Live. You can find us at Now Trending 247. Periscope and Twitter, same thing. Now Trending 247. You can also find us on 247miami.tv. Joining us now, we're about to do some sports.
Hello, Mayor.
And we've got the mayor on the line. How are you doing?
Mayor.
Okay, so before we get into sports,
Stand by, Mayor.
is he there? We've got him.
Yeah, we have Mayor
He's here.
West.
No, because
We have-
the mayor, he's got some things he wants to talk about. I don't know if you want to do it sports before we get into sports, but you guys go ahead.
Mayor, how are you, sir?
I'm chilling. What's good, man? How you?
It's good to hear your voice. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's good to be heard, man.
Okay, you got some things you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, we in the building. We on the air. Everything good?
We are in the building, sir.
All right. Hello, everybody in the building. What up, Joy? What up, Chris? What up, Drew? Mike? What up, Devon? Listen, man. Everything is everything, man. You know me, man. I'm always keeping a smile on my face and always trying to maintain. But, you know, I have my moments. You know what I mean? I give it to like it's you got in hard body, but I also respect people that come before me. You know what I mean? Because I learned a lot from them. So no matter what you get from me, always try to take it as either it's a learning moment or it's a moment where we interconnect.
What happened?
One of my big homies today, well, last night in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know if y'all aware, whatever. No, I'm a member of the Zoom. And TC Islam was killed last night in Atlanta. Way about it. And you know, I think that I have to talk to people the ledge because sometimes I don't see the forest for the trees. No, and so when I get around good people, or my people down there in Miami, or my people even on the like, yo, just be easy. I can't really be easy because again, we're walking around here in borrowed time. You understand?
You're right.
Right.
Well, no stick-up kid. He wasn't no bad dude. He just was a dude who told the truth. And so I relate because I tell the truth. And there's a lot of people out there who don't like that.
Right.
So, and is that I'm feeling kind of way, but I know how to control my emotions, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And radio and entertainment and what you see, you know, online and in your travels and on television or whatever, that's the illusion, yo.
Yep.
When that red light goes off, reality comes back. Reality never stops. So I'm saying all this to say, man, be who you are, but be proud to be who you are. Because again, people take your online, your video television persona, they think that's who you are in totality. So when they come across you, either they feel some kind of animosity towards you, or they want to get next to you because you're the flavor of the month. All right, TC Islam, he was like one of the dudes who would always, you know, pull my bootstraps up. tell me if I was wrong, and would dare me to look sideways. Like when I say something to somebody, you be like, yo, he called me Des. Yo, Des, man, that wasn't rude. And I have to eat that because, first of all, he's my elder. He's my OG, all right? So I have to treat him with respect as such. And even if I want to have an in-depth conversation with him, to be always respectful. So I'm going to cut it short, man. I'm going to just say, man, I'm feeling some kind of way today, man. Hug your people, man. Tell your people who's close to you that you respect and you love. Tell them that. Don't be embarrassed. Word up. So I just want to get that off my chest, man, and all my people out.
Moving around.
I think y'all listening. I know y'all know that.
Getting a bad connection here, Mayor.
24/7, holding it down. My people got me. I'm feeling some kind of way, but I'm ready to chop it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had to get good. We just hope you feel better.
Champion Pittsburgh Penguins. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, a little bit of controversy last night in the second period. The minute and 7 mark of the second period.
Series, man. But again, I'm not here to cry about it because I'm not really a Nashville fan.
No, but you're a fan of fair play, Mayor, as we've talked about many times, and this play should have been reviewed a little bit more because of if you could see, I'll just kind of break down the play for everybody listening. The referee, I guess, had thought the goalie had froze the puck, but in fact, the puck was just going through the crease. It was still live, if you look around the other side. And it was tapped in by a member of the Nashville Predators, and they should have had a 1-0 lead at that point. But the goal was waved off because of a quick whistle. And really, if the referee was on the other side of the ice, it would not have happened. Blown dead.
You're talking about the first. You're talking about the first goal.
The first goal that Nashville scored in the second period.
You know what, though, Chris? I look at it from an aspect of it. It looked like a goal to me, but those down there, they're the arbiters of the game. They know better than I do. I was kind of surprised that they waved it off because I didn't really see anything. I'm looking like, is the guy in the crease? No. Was he interfering? No. So what was the problem?
I mean, the ref thought that Murray was sitting on the puck because he's sitting on his rear end in the crease, and maybe the referee thought that the puck was under his,
right.
purse.
That's how they wheeled their way out of that one.
The goal. I mean, the puck's going across the line. It's still live.
Right. Exactly. What else you say?
So this game, this game would have been 1-0 in the second period, and that puts a whole new premise on the game as far as how Pittsburgh attacks the rest of the game.
That's right, momentum and everything. That's right. You're absolutely right, man. But I just feel like Pittsburgh, they're probably going to end up winning the series anyway.
Most likely.
Nashville kind of outplayed them. I'm not going to front. Nashville did play them, really, really well, and they kind of outplayed them in some parts of that series.
I mean, this was the closest game by far because it was 1-0. I don't count the empty net with 10 seconds to go.
Right.
So this game was the closest one of the 6, and definitely the most entertaining. And especially after that goal was waved off, it just changed the whole. I think it changed the momentum. It really did.
No, you lose the air. Everyone just drops.
The referees are out to get him. I mean, if that was Crosby scoring that goal, they wouldn't have blown it off. They wouldn't have waved it off. You know what I mean? I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And if it was Crosby that was getting his head punched into the ice, like he was doing PK Subban, we would have a whole other situation going on.
Or throwing the ball on the ice.
Yeah, and he throws a sports bottle on the ice. I mean, what's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you got to look at it for what it is, though, Chris. We see it, from an objective standpoint, and you just have to call it what you see it. But again, we're just looking at it, man. We're not the ones who are, put down the final ruling, even though we know better. You know what I'm saying? So, again, salute and respect to the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, man. That's all I can leave it at that, man.
No, I can't argue it because especially after the way Game 5 was played, they just dominated, and they were going to do that in Game 7 if Nashville happened to win this game. So it is what it is. They're definitely the better team, but this was an absolute robbery, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to nitpick, you definitely can. You definitely would have solid ground to stand on. So I agree with you.
Yep, it was a total screw job. Anyway, switching gears to Major League.
Now let's talk about some real craziness, man. Game 4. NBA Finals. Game 5 is tonight. And but I just want to say this real quick. Game 4 was one of the worst officiated, worst played, worst commentated games I ever seen in my life.
No, I agree. That was the one game that I tuned into the most out of the first 3 because the first 3 basically were blowouts. So
if you wanted a conspiracy theory, or if you wanted to talk about how bad the refereeing was, or the NBA set it up, or if they wanted to, stretch the series out for ratings and for money, that was the game to prove your theory. Yep. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So again, I was not really a fan of, they're fixing the games, Chris. You know what I mean? Because if they fix the games, what fun is it for us?
yeah, that's no good.
If you don't even know who's winning, why play?
I mean, this was exactly why the Celtics won Game 4 against the Cavaliers, because they wanted to stretch it out. And LeBron wanted to be LeBron and win in Boston, stretch it out so they get a little extra paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they would have had that game. They would have had the game iced, but he had 4 fouls in the first half. I mean, that's un-LeBron. Like, when has he done that before?
Right. And as far as game 4 is concerned with Golden State and Cleveland in the finals, man, I mean, the referees are making, the calls they were making was so asinine, yo.
No, they were terrible.
Like, for real, man. And then they had to try to justify and backpedal and then, kind of smooth over the mess they made, which was made it even more uglier. So again, man, I'm really not, understanding, and I'm kind of like losing my, I don't know the word for it. Maybe Drew can help me out. Drew, maybe I can, get some kind of clarity on what's going on, because really my passion for this thing is kind of like flying out the window. If it's already predetermined who's going to win, why am I wasting my time talking about this? If we already know who.
Because the NBA wants their money.
Well, I hope whoever gave them their money is satisfied with the product they got.
Can you explain to me that foul situation with Green? Because I didn't understand what was going on.
Technical foul?
Okay. Yeah. And here we go. What happened was the threes, in their haste and in their exuberance to put a technical foul on Draymond Green, they just totally confused the issue. Okay? The whole focus is, oh my goodness, Draymond Green gets his second technical, which they called it on the wrong dude, Drew. Simple as that. They should have been on Kerr, but they gave it to Draymond Green.
Yep.
Now, to get an explanation on that, I have no idea. I had my homie send me the official score sheet from the game, from Game 4, and in the first quarter, because they write down all the statistics after every quarter. And for them to try to lie and say they made a mistake is some BS. Because it says in plain black and white, and I'll email it to you, Drew. I got it. Chris, if you need it, I got you, homie.
Absolutely.
It says in plain black and white, technical foul, Draymond Green won in the first quarter. So whoever was doing the official scoring, Drew, you follow me?
Yeah.
They did Draymond Green's name. Because that's what the referee told them to do.
And the reporter said it was very loud in the arena at the time, and they said they may have heard him incorrectly.
It's loud in every game.
Yeah, because Green and Kerr, it sounds similar.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I know Mr. Bond is over there like,
So
they don't have an answer for that either.
So how they know it was supposed to be for Kerr and not Green?
Because when they went back to go look at it, Drew, because again, at the end of the day, it's a conspiracy theory again. If you give Draymond Green that second tech, he's out the game.
Yeah.
And if he's out the game, guess what else happens? No Draymond Green for Game 5.
Yep. Really.
Hurry up.
Really.
Figure it out. Come up with some kind of asinine BS response. And Adam Silver was sitting right there acting. So, I mean, it all adds up. I know Joy is like, I'm doing something here. I'm trying to understand what the hell's going on.
Really
Because
cool.
when my man sent me the sheet and it had Draymond Green's name on it, that's one technical foul. They gave him the second when he should have been out the game. But that mistake, Chris, they had to backpedal because they didn't want to draw.
I'll be honest with
the drama that they already was giving us in Game 4. That whole Game 4 was nonsense.
Yep.
I can tell you when looking at the
nonsense. So I don't mean to be going off the rails, but you know how I give it up, man.
No,
you know
then Cleveland
I was
scores.
very upset about that.
Cleveland scores 80+ points in the first half with like 27 3-pointers. I mean, that's just disgusting.
Well, why the first foul the first foul for Green, or when he said he had the first technical, that looked to me like a technical.
If it was
the second one was like light.
If it was a home game, it wouldn't have happened because they're on the road and they wanted to give this one to Cleveland. That's why it took place. So very quickly, Mayor, the Golden State close it out tonight?
Yes.
Absolutely. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
But will they?
Switching gears to Major League Baseball, the red-hot New York Yankees and Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez. I mean, what's going on over there, Drew?
Don't tell nobody. hey, they got the Chambers in right field now. I'm kind of like against it because I think it's too much too soon. But hey, man, you can't really argue with the guy that hit a 495-foot home run yesterday, man.
Right.
This dude is matching the ball. But Chris, we've seen a lot of baseball. We've seen a lot of baseball, Drew. We've seen a lot of baseball, yo. Where are we? We're nowhere near the 4th of July. We're nowhere near the All-Star break, and everybody's putting the Yankees in the World Series all of a sudden. Knock it off.
I'm more interested. I'm more interested in the home run derby at the All-Star game. Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Who wins?
Giancarlo.
I think
they're playing here. They're playing here.
Hold up.
They're playing here.
I wouldn't say all of that. That Aaron Judge has a chance. But I think, because Giancarlo Stanton is playing, the All-Star game is going to be in Miami and all of this, you might give him a play. But I think if you're not going to try to win it, why show up? That's just the Yankees and me talking.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, he's a first ballot right fielder for the American League. I mean, it's pretty much decided and wrapped up already. He's killing it in the votes. But as far as the home run derby goes, I mean, I just see him crushing it. I really do. Pardon the pun.
But then I see, you know what though, Chris, man. That's why I'm trying to add him in, against that, man. Because again, you kind of, I don't want to sound too crazy, but you kind of like shoot, blow your wad in that home run derby. The second half, now you all wore out.
True.
It changes your philosophy.
And it's happened. It has happened before. So.
But if you're trying to win a pennant and get better in the second half, I don't know, man.
And lastly, the New England Patriots championship rings, 283 diamonds in each ring.
You see that, yo?
And that 283, the number is significant for the 28-3 deficit that they overcame to win.
They cold-blooded, man.
Cold-blooded.
And they had Gucci Mane. They had Gucci Mane performing at the party.
Oh, it was great. It was an event.
283 diamonds.
Each ring, 283 diamonds.
Know how to, keep their foot on your neck, man. Off season, on all of that, man.
So
Listen,
talking about 80 rings.
Monday, I'm in here with my family, man. My Miami family. Joy, we're gonna talk behind the scenes. Miss Siobhan was good. Drew, what up? Mike was good. Chris, it's dope talking to you, fam.
Always a pleasure, Mayor.
Here, 5 o'clock. Catch me tonight. What about that game? 8 to 9 p.m. Tomorrow night after Further Review 2.0, a.k.a. the Sideline Pass. Friday is the Shutdown Corner. Yo, I'm about to slide off, man. I got to see some of my people uptown before I jump back and crack this mic at 8 o'clock, man. Y'all be good. Joy, holler at me behind the scenes, all right?
You got it. Have a good one. I hope you feel better, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. All right. What a great segment.
Wow, 283 diamonds?
Yes, sir. Write it down.
I'm at gas. That's got to be
a lot.
120 something per ring.
Call it whatever you want, man. Bob Kraft spent the money on the rings. I mean,
well, he's gonna get more money from that, right? Because he's gonna get money back. Because
I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that we don't know about. What's in the contracts when the team actually wins the Super Bowl?
How does that play out? When you win, you're the team that wins. How do you get money? Obviously, the players each get their own little bit of change.
you have everybody's got the stipulations in the contract. If you go to the Super Bowl, if
I mean team wise.
Again, the team gets something from the league or from the revenue or something because they won. Maybe it goes to spending on the rings themselves. You know what I mean? Which I'm trying to queue up right now. But I mean, it's amazing. These rings are the biggest ones ever made so far.
And that's what every player wants. They don't necessarily play to be champion. They play for the rings.
That's what you play for. You don't play for individual stats. It's a team game.
That's your belt that you carry around with you whenever you want to.
I mean, look at these rings, dude. That's the one. You know,
Christmas,
everybody. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how they look. Then they got all 5 Lombardi trophies on the face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pretty insane. Yeah, good for them. Congratulations.
I'll give it to him.
You know, Brady's going to need another finger for the next ring.
Well, he's got the other hand, so I guess, you know. Start working on the second hand.
And, you know, just to jump on the WWE, Samoa Joe, the number one contender for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship. I am the one that loves to hate this guy, which means that the creative side is doing their job. Because if you hate this guy, that means that it's working.
I like him though.
I
like the
I'm
bad
the same way I like Kevin Owens. I think he's the ultimate
I
badass.
can't stand Kevin Owens. I cannot. He's not. I think he's. I could kick his ass. No, I'm sorry. I think Kevin Owens likes. He has this tough guy persona. However, though he was. Have you ever seen his videos back when he was in that extreme, like crazy extreme, like where they set each other on fire and like they stab each other type wrestling? Like he used to do that. I've seen some of his crazy videos. I just don't like him. I think he's just been hit in the head too many times with some chairs, and he's not the sharpest. He's just not the sharpest tool in the shed.
I think the Monday Night Raw storylines are so much better than the SmackDown storylines right now. I find myself stopping whatever I have to do to tune into Monday Night Raw.
You do. You even run now. You even run out of here.
But SmackDown seems to get the shaft. It's like, oh, I got to do my laundry, or I got to go, you know, run to the grocery
Why
store.
though? Why is that? Why do you feel?
It's just, since the shakeup, you know, it's still going to take them some time to build these new rivalries and these new storylines. But with Raw, I just think they have the more superior talent, and they got the better storylines going on. I mean, Braun Strowman's out for 6 months because of the shattered elbow.
Right.
So now they're going to have a new rivalry, Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, which is brilliant.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. These guys killed it in NXT. These guys killed it coming up. They're great with the mics. This is a great storyline. This is going to take off for a while. And then when Strowman comes back, he's going to go right back into Roman Reigns at some point. It'll be probably like around Survivor Series.
No, but Lesnar's on SmackDown.
No, he's on Raw. He's champion of Raw, Universal Champion.
I always get them confused.
Which is a waste, and he's supposed to be making an appearance on Raw tonight.
He is. That's what we've been promising. That's when Paul Heyman has been announcing to us. Heyman,
shots fired.
I was even just gonna make an awful joke.
Wow.
I was gonna make an awful joke.
Wow, you already did.
Old boat joke.
You already did.
So yeah, he showed up and it was a
It
brilliant.
looks like a vagina.
It was a brilliant promo that he cut.
Manténganse alejado de las puertas.
And then Samoa Joe came in and had said what he had to say and put him in a nice big submission hold and sent a message to Brock. And it's going to be an interesting thing how they shake it up tonight.
But, you know, I was thinking, because I've been thinking about that, because the main complaint of the fans is that, you know, Brock Lesnar is not there. He's got the championship, just like you. You're one of those fans, but it only makes sense for Vince McMahon. I was thinking of that the other day. I mean, the way he's able to save money by having this guy come on special appearances.
Part-time wrestler.
I mean, I know, but I mean, I guess that's maybe behind. Just think about it. Otherwise, why would you have somebody
Should
there?
have the belt. That belt should be on Raw every Monday night like it was when Kevin Owens had it.
Yeah, I agree.
Every night. Him and his best friend, Chris Jericho, which was the best storyline they've had this year.
Right, I agree.
And I miss Chris Jericho so much right now.
So
really
do I. I do. I don't. Isn't
Such a
wrestling just
presence.
so different now that he's just not there?
You're expecting the list. You're expecting what he makes a better bad guy.
He just gets you more excited about. You know, he just gets you more into everything that's going on. You know, throughout the whole show.
He's got the best promos.
Yeah.
Besides Enzo, he's the superior on the mic.
Well, are you following the Enzo and Cass?
Yeah, it's interesting what they're doing. I'm
How do you feel that that's
interested to
gonna
see. I really don't know. I'd like to see that team split up. I really would.
They're going to.
I'd like
this
to
is
see-
driving, but do you think that it's going to be that one of them has turned on each
Like,
other,
one's gonna turn on the
or
other.
is it an outsider?
I don't know. This could go either way. Either way is going to present a really great storyline. But if they're not given the belts by now, then they should split them up.
I agree, but could they do it? Do you think like little Enzo, like he can go on and do something
You
with
make
himself
somebody
if they split up?
You make somebody a heel.
I
they're
think
gonna tear
Cass.
through
Yes,
anybody.
I think Cass will go further than Enzo.
They'll tear through anybody if you make them a heel. But when they're good guys, they get swept up. When they're bad guys, they win all the time. That's it. Plain and simple. When Jericho was a bad guy, he won every match. When he's a good guy, he lost every match and looked ridiculously weak. You know, so if they made Enzo a heel, he would tear it up.
You think Cass would go?
I think Cass would make a great. I think Cass would make a great heel too. But I love their chemistry in the ring when they're
They
great
do.
on the
They
mic.
just have
They
like
tear it up
great,
on the
yeah.
mic. But that's gonna get redundant, and people.
It
are just gonna get
has
sick of it.
because you know what? Every week it's just the same old thing with them two coming out with the same SAWFT.
I mean, it was still awesome, but it's just the same old thing. They get so close to winning, and then they lose.
Wait, isn't that drama?
It's entertainment.
But it's just when it's redundant. It's just when it's redundant entertainment. I don't know. Like, you know what? I'm not a fan of the New Day. I'm not a fan of
I'm glad they're on SmackDown.
I'm just, they never come out either anymore, though. But
They
just,
did last week.
Yeah, they did. But I think they're just, I'm not a fan.
No, their act is just. I think Big E should turn on both of them.
And Nia
kind of
Jax,
like what
yeah.
Rollins did with the Shield.
Mhm.
He just turned on both of them one day and went heel. They just definitely do that because why have a three-headed tag team? For what?
Yeah.
What's the point?
No,
It's
and
silly.
they need to do something with Nia Jax. I just think that
She's
represents.
getting the belt. She's gonna get the
she
belt.
represents women wrestling. I think she in a different way, not in that little tiny girl, like, you know, come out in a hot suit way. She is just that athlete. She is that, you know, or even that character
Well-
to where she's beast. Like Nia Jax
Well,
is
maybe-
beast.
maybe
She's
you
hot.
get
That's the
that.
thing. Like she's big. But let me tell you, I think her face is gorgeous. I think she's hot.
But maybe
She's
you'll
my
get that-
favorite
Maybe you'll
female
get that
wrestler.
because of Wonder Woman. You might get
But
that.
I hope they just don't put her back. Like they keep putting these other women up there, you know, before her, and I don't like it.
I'm tired of seeing Sasha Banks.
Right. I mean, these little ones.
Charlotte
Yeah,
Flair.
come on. Well, Charlotte Flair, I'm a fan.
Even though
you know, I'm a Charlotte Flair.
even though she's on SmackDown now, she was terrible on the mic.
Right.
You know,
I agree. She's
as
not
much
one
as-
for the mic. And you know what? That's a lot
huge.
to it too. And I was going to say that last week because you were talking about, I believe it was Samoa Joe, how he is on the mic. He is. And you know what?
Solid.
He is solid. And that's a lot of what makes it, you know, it's sports entertainment.
That sells.
You know,
that sells the gimmick.
And it does. It sells the entire gimmick. And it's just like the seriousness for these guys to go up there. You know, they're not only athletes. They're not only athletes out there putting on a show, but at the same time, they have to create that drama, you know, to get people to watch.
Make the character believable.
But you're absolutely right. And sometimes you just see some of these people get up there and it's, you know, they don't bring it to you.
Like as much as I love Bailey,
I can't stand hugging does not belong in wrestling. It doesn't.
she comes in. I don't know how she got the belt, only because of her fan favorite status.
Well,
She
and
got the
that's
belt.
it. Because you know why kids love her? I think because she's more to me. She's just more kid.
She's Punky Brewster.
She's Sesame Street.
She's Punky
She's
Brewster
not even
all
Punky
over
Brewster.
again.
She is Sesame Street.
Give it to Nia Jax. Seriously,
I
give
agree.
it to Nia Jax.
Well,
and this Alexa Bliss, I can't stand her.
Yeah, I'm not.
She would give an aspirin a headache.
her, the Alexa Bliss. What's the other one? Best friend with the red hair. She's had the belt for a long time.
Sasha Banks.
Is it Sasha? Yeah, it's Sasha
purple
Banks.
hair.
I'm thinking of somebody
She's
else.
got purple hair.
I don't know. But anyhow, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So make sure you stay tuned right here on Facebook.com/Now Trending 247. Same thing goes for Periscope and Twitter or on 247miami.tv. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
The views and opinions expressed on Now Trending are those of hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, and other 247miami.tv hosts and advertisers. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure of disease or condition.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down. 247miami.tv. The couch.
Hello, everyone. This is Drew from Now Trending. And usually I'm driving the bus in the show, keeping it from riding off on the rails. Every Monday from 4 to 6 on 247miami.tv.
Oh, boys!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy from The Roy O Show. Just letting you know, guess what? The Roy O Show, it's back, baby. Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be Prosper, O, and yours truly covering everything. Sports, TV, entertainment, comics, Walking Dead, you name it, we're talking about it. Join us this Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Only on 247miami.tv.
It's now trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from
4 to 6.
on 247miami.tv.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy from The Roy O Show. Just letting you know, guess what? The Roy O Show, it's back, baby. Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's going to be Prosper, O, and yours truly covering everything. Sports, TV, entertainment, comics, Walking Dead, you name it, we're talking about it. Join us this Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Only on 247miami.tv.
Out trending every Monday from
4 to 6.
on 247miami.tv.
This is Chris Metal here for Now Trending, coolest show on 247miami.tv. Join us every Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Joey Canizero, your host, Drew Dawkins, Siobhan, and Chris Metal every Monday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern on 247miami.tv.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
The views and opinions expressed on Now Trending are those of hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, and other 247miami.tv hosts and advertisers. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure of disease or condition.
I said, give me a hell yeah!
Topping the box office this weekend. Number 3.
Hiya, class. I'm your cool new teacher, not some scary guy with a secret evil agenda. Guys, I totally got this. Yeah, totally, he's got it.
Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, with 12.3 million. Number 2.
The hieroglyph said she was named Amenet, chosen to be Egypt's next queen. But her thirst for power led her down a darker path, one that had to be stopped.
The Mummy, with 32.2 million. And number 1.
I'm going, Mother. If you choose to leave, you may never return. Who will I be if I stay? Will come.
Wonder Woman, with 57.1 million and 205 million overall. Opening this week.
Pippa, what are you doing for work these days? Well, singer-songwriter is the dream. Party clown is the reality.
Rough Night. A group of friends are horrified when the male stripper they hired for a wild bachelorette party in Miami winds up dead. Starring Scarlett Johansson, Zoe Kravitz, and Kate McKinnon.
This is my last chance, Cruz. Last! If I lose, I never get to do this again!
Cars 3. Lightning McQueen sets out to prove to a new generation of racers that he's still the best race car in the world. Voiced by Owen Wilson, Chris Cooper, and Cristela Alonso.
So high, you can't get over it. This is a chance. This is a chance to dance.
Okay, and welcome back, everybody, to Now Trending right here on 24/7 Miami Radio. Again, you can find us at facebook.com/Now Trending 247. Same as Periscope and Twitter. If we could get back connected, I know we're losing kind of connection over there, but we are at Now Trending 247. So that was our box office hits. Now, Drew, you've got a movie review for us. You are a movie review man.
Yes, I am your movie review.
Do you belong to any kind of like movie club or anything? Do you get discounts of going to the movies?
No.
Okay, how does that work?
I'm part of Fandango,
Right.
So they'll give you like little coupons to get stuff, but there's no discounts.
Not like discounts on what, like ticket prices or
there's discounts on like food. Like snacks and those kind of things, but nothing fun.
Like free movies?
No free movies.
Like you can't like build up, like buy
Well,
10 tickets and you can get one free.
Yeah, you can get a free ticket, but it's not for any like just showing. It's like a little bit down the road.
Right.
In other words, I could use it for like Wonder Woman now because it's not the premiere day.
Right. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Because you go to the movies a lot, so I want to go to the movies a lot. Just too much money.
True.
Yeah, it is.
So you went to see The Mummy?
I went to see The Mummy.
Who did you go with?
With my missus, so it was
date
my
night.
mummy.
You went with your mummy, yeah.
It was my mummy. Yes, I got to go see it.
Oh,
your baby mummy.
That's my baby mummy. That's no different story.
Terrible.
Yes, we went to see it at the Cine Bistro. I think she needed a day, a little night out by herself without screaming people behind us. So we went to go see it.
Do you eat dinner? Tell me a little bit before you get into the movie review,
Yes.
though, because the Cine Bistro, how does it
Yes.
work? Usually I see people on couches laid back. So how do you eat dinner laid back? How does it work?
Gotta have
Yes.
tables or something, right?
It's a little table off of your chair, a little swivel table.
Right.
And it's like a love seat.
Uh-huh.
And you just sit back, you order before the movie, and it's supposed to get there before the movie. But if you show up, a little late, it depends on when you show up.
Right.
But once the movie starts, they don't take any more orders, and there's no.
Oh, okay.
So if I order it, and then the movie starts, then they'll bring it to me.
So you better get there before your movie
you better
starts.
get right.
How long? How long should you get there before your movie starts? Because like, say you want to take the wife out, you want to eat dinner.
I don't like eating in the dark, personally. So
Okay, that's yeah.
I would get there probably half an hour before the movie.
And a waitress comes to you, like do they come
Yes,
to you?
they'll come by and they'll say, "Hey," and then you pay for it right then and there, and then they'll go and do it.
Right.
Ridiculous.
I'm looking at the menu. It looks pretty good.
I was thinking, yeah.
It's not
What kind
that
of food do you eat?
It's not that bad.
Alcohol? Is there alcohol involved?
Yes, there's some drinks. They had like little specials for Wonder Woman. They have some Wonder Woman themed drinks and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Brian's got a question for us.
Yes,
Hey, Drew, did you go to the new one here or the one in Dolphin Mall?
I went to the one in Dolphin Mall.
Oh, okay. There's a new one literally right there.
There's in
That's what I
City
heard.
Place Doral, yeah.
Yeah. that's what I
Oh
heard
yeah,
that.
there's one there. It's open now.
Yeah, it's
Let's all
right-
go there.
Yeah, it's right behind.
Let's do
You
the
guys
show
are, I
from
feel like
there.
now it's old now.
No,
Who's
it just
been there?
says it just opened.
Yeah,
What kind of food are we
talking?
talking? Can you get popcorn and the regular stuff
Yes,
too?
yes. Mhm.
Do you order that from the waitress, or is there still a?
Both. You can order ahead of time or not. I had like
They have lobster rolls. Holy cow.
yeah, I wanted to get that, but
Wow.
it was outvoted. I get a little nervous when I order seafood. It
At
I
the
agree.
movies.
Oh yeah, that butter will move right through you.
ain't butter.
They have
That's how you
wings.
get the BGs and the crabs.
Yeah, right. The wings are not bad. The wings are- Ew.
Stick with the wings.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I like going there because it gets a chance to just kind of just chill, and there's no kids. I think it's beyond 6. There's no kids there, so
Nice.
So
Nice.
they just don't allow kids? What do you? I
right,
mean,
you don't no kids.
oh
After
really?
6.
Huh?
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's 21
It's probably because of the alcohol. Yeah.
We're like a 21 and over.
Oh.
They have really come a long way when it's kind to go into the movies. It's
Yeah.
not just going,
And you get to reserve your seat ahead of time, so you know where you're going to sit.
Nice.
Do you buy your tickets in advance?
Yes. Well, you have to. Yeah.
And then you pick out your seats online.
You can buy tickets there if you want. It's
Uh-huh.
just that you run the risk of being. shut
So
out.
like I'm so lost, like lost and found right now.
It's really a nice place. It's really nice.
How does this work?
It's a little pricey. Don't buy at the bar. Don't buy drinks at the bar because
Yeah, it's kind of like going to the stadium.
yeah, exactly.
It's
But
like-
bring your own.
Yeah, sneak your own booze in.
Maybe you should bring a flask and then
If you
order
eat-
a Coke. You
if
know,
you eat ahead of time, then maybe you can get a dessert or something like that there.
I just want to try it out, the whole experience. Like
Yeah,
I just
go,
want
go.
to go for. I've seen lots of people doing it. Siobhan, you haven't done it yet?
No, I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, in my younger days, way long time ago, I would go to a movie by myself.
Right.
But unfortunately, I wouldn't go to a
Go to
movie
the
by
movies
myself.
by yourself.
Oh yeah, I go when I want to go. I wouldn't go to the
That's
to
square.
Cine Bistro by myself though, because it's more of a
Couples
atmosphere.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
So you don't. So it's not
Because
something you
you're
want to do by
sharing a seat.
yourself.
So you don't want to be the loser sitting in your chair.
No, heck yeah! I'll put my feet up. Can you put your feet up on the other chair?
You
Like,
probably could. There's
Do you
a
get the
little-
whole love couch? Like I just want to lay back. Yeah,
there's
I'd
a
go
little
all day by
divider.
myself.
There's a little divider where you get the drinks,
Oh,
so you can't necessarily.
oh.
But The seat doesn't roll
You
back.
killed my dream.
Sorry.
The
seat doesn't roll
blankets,
back.
but the blankets and pillows. I see people with blankets and pillows.
That they bring their own because there's no blankets or pillows. Do
Nothing.
you really want to share a blanket?
No,
with
I
somebody?
wouldn't. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
But I've seen like usually the pictures, like people have like a blanket, like a throw blanket over them. So
Gotta be kidding
at least
me.
I know to bring my own. And
yes,
You never know what's going on under that blanket.
Hey.
yeah, but there's a separation divider, man.
Yeah, so you gotta get creative.
Now you definitely don't know what's going on under the blanket.
Gotta get creative.
So tell us about the Mummy.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so here's my 10-second review on The Mummy. Okay, good movie. Action, very sensible. However, comedy wasn't necessarily over the top. I would probably rate this as a matinee. That's it. 10 seconds up. I would probably give it a matinee vote on that.
What does that mean?
That means go during the day. Don't spend big money. It's not a date movie. Well, it kind of is a date movie, but Tom Hanks does very. Tom Hanks.
Wow.
I was gonna say, wait, Tom. I was like, wait, Tom Hanks is in the movie too.
Tom Hanks is in the movie too. He's in every movie. Tom Cruise is pretty good at action, and the action in the movie is pretty decent.
Tom Cruise too.
Tom Cruise in it, yeah.
Oh.
He's very good at action, so the action part of the movie was great. The comedy side, he has to work on it, in my opinion, because some of the stuff wasn't necessarily funny. That's mostly from his side. But overall, it was a pretty decent movie. And then what they're going to do at Universal now is they're creating what they call a dark universe. So this is the first movie, which is The Mummy. They've already introduced some characters in this movie. I won't tell you who. And then you have the other movies coming down the road. So you'll have the Dracula. You'll have Frankenstein's monster. You'll have all those cryptic monster movies from the past coming back. That's their role. That's their role. That's what they want to do.
But the Mummy, we've had the Mummy.
We've had the Mummy, and there is
But
a
this
nod.
is a new. Is this a new?
Yes.
This isn't the
whole
Brendan
new
Fraser one?
story? Yeah.
No, but there's a nod to Brendan Fraser's Mummy movie.
Really?
Yeah, there's a little nod to it. Yeah.
But I mean, it's so close together. That's why I'm confused.
Well, remember, Brendan Fraser's Mummy was set back in the 40s.
So is this a play off of that though?
No, this is a
Same
separate
creators
Mummy
or
altogether.
anything?
I don't think so, but this is a separate movie altogether from that.
But now
Although
you're saying
there is
Universal Studios.
There is a little.
They should have come up with a
Little-
different name.
I think
The
so. No,
Mummy?
but
Yes.
I mean, yeah. But is Universal Studios behind this Mummy?
Yes, because they're making a whole dark universe. They're calling it. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
but they
have all
should have
these
gone
monsters.
somewhere
coming.
else. I mean, like.
Well, they own these creatures, so they can make the movies with based on.
I
these
know,
creatures.
but then it confuses people like us.
Yeah, call
I
it something
didn't-
else.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't
The
know.
Mummy,
People.
not that Mummy.
We have a question.
This other Mummy.
Wait,
This
we
other
have a
Mummy.
question. We have a question from one of our
Yes.
Facebook Live listener.
Just a comment from Dion Santiago. Yes, Dark Universe.
Yes, it's what it's called.
We
Dark
already
Universe.
live in a dark universe.
Well, remember, you have Marvel Cinematic Universe, you have the DC Universe. This is Universal's
Too
attempt
many
to get into
universes.
So they're going to
Too
be
many.
running horror movies coming forward. Now, the horror side of this was pretty creepy. I give it that, and the action was great. It's just that the comedic from his point of view, it was okay. I didn't feel that him and the girl were anything tighter. There's no real relationship in that.
I just
But,
don't
it
see
was
even
pretty-
sexual
Tom Cruise.
chemistry.
Now it's like you.
No,
show,
it
I don't know. I'm just not excited. Like even Tom
No,
Cruise playing this
it's
part.
good.
Like,
Just like I said, don't spend your full blown money on it. Go on the matinee. You can still take a date if you want.
I think like he falls in the category now, like with the older folk movies, like
True.
you know the ones like with Morgan Freeman and
No, he's not there yet. Because
Some of those are still funny though.
like retired people go to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, that movie was great.
Yeah, I say like,
But the action was awesome. It really was a good action movie and a very creepy and scary kind of thing.
but did he give it punch though? I just can't. I see again.
Yes, at the time I didn't understand what this whole universe. I didn't even know they were making it. But now I understand the whole premise of it, and it makes sense. It's just that he wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The guy that was with him playing the buddy, that was funny. That guy was funny. But
Yeah.
then again, that guy always is funny. So this is a
I'm
little
just
give and
not a
take.
fan of Tom Cruise.
Well, I think
Well, then
Tom,
you're not gonna like the movie.
Tom Cruise's latest string of movies, beside the Mission Impossible movies, have been less than desirable.
Right. That's the thing.
You know
but
what I
those
mean?
Mission Impossible movies, he's not funny in those movies.
No, but the action is off the chain.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's why I would watch it, because he does all his own
Exactly.
stunts. He's hanging out of planes and all
Yes.
this stuff like that. So he's doing all these crazy things in the movies. But the other movies that he's been doing, I mean, go back to 2001, Vanilla Sky. You know,
That's right.
Majority Report or whatever it's called.
But that's the
Minority
thing is,
Report.
whenever he does emotion, it's not. So yes, I'm sorry, my friend. You wanted something?
Oh yeah, well, I mean Jack Reacher is pretty good. Both of them. Have you
Which
seen
one?
Jack Reacher. You never seen him?
I haven't
Jack
seen
Reacher.
it. But then again, that's action, not.
Yeah, it's actually.
So
Well, I think he's more.
he's got it action wise. He's got it. He's got it down point. I just
And
don't think he's got the emotional part yet.
I'm really not looking forward to Top Gun 2 in 2019.
I got to see what the premise is going to be. That's what
I read it.
What is the premise?
He is flying a cargo plane out of Hong Kong, carrying the rubber stuff, the dog poop. He's flying one, and then he gets a call from the government that he and Iceman have to go and fly with these new Top Gun recruits.
Oh, they're gonna dig up
and go
Val
save
Kilmer?
the day. Yeah, they're taking Iceman back too. Now, I'm sure Val Kilmer's going to play it, but in case he doesn't, they're still bringing back Iceman's character.
Okay.
But I'm totally against sequels that come out 25 years after the original.
So
like
hard.
Independence Day. Absolutely sucked. The sequel, Resurrection or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Absolute bag of suck. The first one was such a phenom in the block in the theater. I worked in the movie theater when that came out.
I
and
remember
we were
seeing that.
packed every weekend.
Yep.
We had 3 screens for Independence Day.
The theater that I saw it in was so packed that people were sitting in the aisles to see it.
But I mean, and then they put the sequel out 20 years later. No wonder Will Smith didn't want to be in it. No, come on, it's ridiculous. And this one, I hope it doesn't suck, but it will.
Out of 5, I gave this movie a 3.
Wow.
But
Out of 5?
I'm just giving it because the action and the scariness of it, and then the suspense was good.
So the rest of the world goes on a scale of 1 to 10, so that would be a 6.
Well, I give it out of 5.
I was just going to ask that.
Because
I
the
didn't say
3
when I was
sounds like it's
stupid.
really bad.
It's okay. It's okay. It really was okay for the action and the suspense part of it. It was good. It's just that I didn't feel an attachment to the girl. His comic timing was a little off, but other than that, it was a good movie.
Okay.
That's all I got to say about that.
I'll wait for it to come out. Huh?
We already talked about that. We talked about that.
I'm not going to drop what I'm doing to go see it.
Say it again, Lou.
Top Gun 2 is coming out.
Yes, Top Gun 2.
2019.
Right. But I mean, Top Gun, really 2019 Top Gun 2? I mean,
What's the original? 1986.
yeah, but seriously, like, who thought of this as a bright idea? I mean,
Somebody
it's
did.
going to make money. People are going to be interested in going to see it.
Not the
but
young
will
kids.
it be as interesting
I don't think the young
as a
kids are gonna see it.
connection?
No.
Right.
Me,
It's
you,
gonna
Chris
suck.
Meadow,
Brian.
our minds are going to be like, okay.
Intern Brian.
Intern Brian.
Have you ever watched Top Gun 1?
He's not going to
No,
understand
he
it.
said no.
Right, and even us. So I mean, okay, and
I
I'm
have it on
sure
DVD.
we have all seen Top Gun.
I had the
100.
video
But remember-
Okay,
but
back
remember-
when we were kids, people watched movies like 100 times. It wasn't like now you see a
Yeah.
movie.
Well,
and we
movies
would
cost
watch
$3 back then.
movies over and over. So
You
Top Gun
collected
was
them.
one of those movies during our time that
Rock
we
and
watched
Wonder.
all of the time.
So the climate back then when Top Gun was out is a lot different than the climate now. I don't think this movie is going to, Top Gun 2 is going to be anything big.
Anything big? I don't think
it's
it
going
can.
to be terrible.
I agree.
You don't have to write.
I mean,
know
I'll
what?
see it because I'm Tom Cruise action kind of
No,
guy.
you know what? Write.
I just
have
find him
somebody
so
write the book.
uninteresting. Plus,
But
he's
guess what?
pint
It
sized.
won't
The guy's
be-
like 4 feet tall.
Oh, my God.
There's nothing wrong with that, huh? Oh, don't even. I wouldn't even give him that much credit. I wouldn't even give him that much height. Brian's taller than Tom Cruise. Well, good. Thank you for that review, Drew.
Thank you for listening to me.
I mean, like I said, it's something. I mean, I want to go. Like, I'm dying to go see Wonder Woman. I know
Mhm.
you saw that last week. You gave us a great
that
review.
one was
It's
5
just-
out of 5 out of 5.
Right. Do you agree that now there's just lots of opinions stating that that's one of the best superhero movies that has been put out when it comes to all the superhero
I will say
movies
this.
that have been coming out?
I will say this. That is probably one of the best DC superhero movies ever.
Now,
Yeah.
did they leave any kind of open strings for a sequel to Wonder Woman, or
Yes.
is that it?
Yes, because it's set
We
in
did
World
ask
War
that. We
One.
talked about
I don't remember the answer.
The answer was no.
No, but because it's making buku
But they
money,
could.
they've already talked into doing it. Everyone's signed up to do another movie. They hadn't planned on it, but the fact that it's making so much money, you can bet your sweet behind us.
Absolutely. Intern Brian, what were you going to say to us?
I mean, I did see it. I did love the movie, but Drew, I wanted to ask you, did
Yes.
you feel like some of the special effects were like overdone?
Most likely.
Well, I think because of the time frame, meaning World War One, yeah, a little bit. But I think it.
When she was like flying, it looked
Well, she flies now, so yeah, that was part of her whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
But
it looks so fake and
there's
overdone.
there's a lot of things that we could talk about also
CGI,
because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But there's one big thing they could have done or should have done. But yeah, it was really a great movie. I would see that twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just twice?
In the
Only
same
twice,
day.
and that's
in the
it.
same day.
Moving on to news that is fake but has been making headlines this past week.
Hold on, let me go to CNN's website.
Would you quit it?
Oh.
Fuck with you. Fuck with you.
So again, the stories that I'm about to repeat again are completely false. They've been spreading all over the internet this past week. So again, this is all fake news. The next few stories, not real. Indiana woman gives birth to 11 baby boys without C-section delivery. The facts. The story posted by a website named Universe of Nature claimed what would have been an extraordinary birth took place at Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. Hospital spokeswoman Whitney Ertel tells the Associated Press that the hospital has never delivered 11 babies during a single birth and doesn't employ a doctor named in the story on its labor and delivery team. So similar false stories have been circulating online for several years, including one about a woman in India delivering 11 babies at once.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
11 babies coming through.
That come on.
Separate monorail for that family.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, no.
Whoa, being trapped in the elevator with that family.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man, I'm not
Imagine
clean
the
about
diapers.
that.
But isn't it? Did anybody see that? And these stories get passed. These stories get passed, and
That's like watching. What's the name of the paper? The Inquirer.
yes, but they used to be fun back in the day. Going to the grocery store and the Inquirer
Yes.
and the news they had. But now it's just everything. So another story that is not real. Red alert! People are injecting HIV blood into bananas. The facts. Again, this is not a true story. This is stories that have been posted all week. The facts. Numerous false stories of Walmart bananas being tainted with HIV blood have circulated online in recent weeks. Some with attached photos of bananas with reddish streaks.
It's the Russians.
Walmart spokeswoman Molly Blakeman tells the Associated Press the retail giant doesn't know of any illnesses such as HIV linked to the bananas purchased there. Walmart says the red streaks seen in some bananas come from naturally occurring harmless bacterial growth known as moquito.
The views and opinions expressed on Now Trending are those of hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, and other 247 Miami.tv hosts and advertisers. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure of disease or condition.
There you go. Enough said.
You all are not cured.
Lord help ya.
Do we mess people up more?
Yo,
Are we doing the
more?
opposite effect?
If you're listening to this show, more.
Does it get any worse, is what you're saying? Thanks,
More?
Drew. Again, another not real story. This will be our last one for the day. Massive bumblebee recall after 2 employees admit cooking a man and mixing him with a batch of tuna.
Oh my God.
Okay.
None of you guys shared this story?
The one
I haven't heard of any of these
tuna's
stories.
not cooked. So,
The facts. A worker was in fact killed when he got trapped in a massive pressure cooker at Bumblebee facility in California in October 2012. 2 workers pleaded guilty to charges related to the death, and the seafood giant paid $6 million to settle charges. The death didn't cause any recalls of the tuna. However, despite claims and stories shared recently by numerous websites. Ew.
Please stand clear of the...
They just didn't recall it. That's my issue. They had no recall. It's like this guy really died in a pressure cooker. 2 people were charged.
well, I don't think the pressure cooker was being used, was it?
He died in the pressure cooker.
They probably cleaned it
Somebody
out.
was using it, and like none of the tuna was recalled.
They probably
That's
cleaned-
true.
They cleaned it out.
However,
Ew.
I do. What do you think? Is anybody eating tuna sandwiches tonight?
Nope.
I had one on Saturday.
Nope. Not me.
I don't eat tuna anyway.
Sure you do.
I do not, sir.
Sure you don't.
This is not that type of show, Drew.
I see what you did there, Drew.
Please stand clear
Yes,
of the doors.
please stand clear.
Oh my God. So now that's the end of our not so news. Our fake
Oh, thank you,
news.
Jesus.
But you don't see this stuff like, and sometimes have you ever tried to tell people like, hey, your story that you're posting online, just to help them out, you know, like, do you guys have any friends like that
I
online?
stopped doing that. That'd be a 24-hour day. That'd be 24-hour day job.
I mean, I'm not trying to be news lady, like news Nazi, but
That'd be 24-hour day. We'll be doing that forever.
okay. So moving on to odd news stories. Siobhan, you got some odd news today too?
I
More
don't
than
know if
that?
it's odd. You can decide. So a new experiment known as Bake in Space, not bacon. Sorry. Described
bacon? Was it
No,
bacon?
Bake in 2 words. Described as a specially devised dough with a microgravity oven that could result in history's first loaf of bread baked in orbit. The project, which was introduced in October, is aimed at making crumb-free German rolls aboard the International Space Station in the year
German rolls?
2018. In February, the company plans on delivering its oven and dough to the space station, and the hope is to have the bread baking away in an oven above our atmosphere by June of 2018.
Imagine how good that's got to smell.
So for years, yeah, that's one of the points is
Oh my
that
God,
the
there's
bread,
no way.
the smell of bread is really good. You know, you kind of probably don't get that in the International Space Station, and the fear of crumbs getting into the controls is very dangerous. So they have to make these crumb-free. Right now, the best alternative that the astronauts have in space is eating tortillas. So this also lends to, you know, different ideas as we further our exploration of space and the idea of having a colony perhaps on Mars, of different things that we might be able to create in space. So just kind of interesting. I don't know. Odd. I don't know. Would you have a crumbless German roll?
That's impossible.
I know.
Our
I can't.
future ancestors will, because we're going to tear up this planet and we're just moving on over to the next one. That's how this works, people. That's how all of this works. Moving on to more odd news.
I got one.
There's more.
Go ahead. Wait, let me do this one and then you got one. We'll do an odd news toss. Over in Merritt Island, Florida, a Florida man wanted to go to Hooters so badly that authorities say he told 911 dispatchers he needed a ride to the restaurant because his grandmother had just suffered a stroke in the parking lot. So instead, 28-year-old Jonathan Hinkle got a ride to the Brevard County Jail Tuesday night after deputies searched for 3 hours for his grandmother. When they finally found her at another location, she said she hadn't had a stroke or asked anyone for help. News outlets say Hinkle told the dispatcher he'd pay responders to take him to the Hooters on Florida's Atlantic coast.
Florida.
Yes, Florida.
Figures.
Hinkle was arrested on charges of misusing 911. He was released on bond Wednesday night, and records don't list an attorney for him. Chris, go for it. What do you got?
Dollar store grandpa bandit wanted by police.
Ooh, ouch.
Dollar store.
He is a really bad grandpa, and I'm reading the line here. Cops nationwide are on the hunt for a crook they've dubbed the Dollar Store Grandpa Bandit, a silver-haired serial stick-up man who has robbed at least 7 Dollar Tree stores from upstate New York to Idaho. The mustached marauder, who cops say is between 50 and 65, first hit a Fishkill Dollar Tree in December 2016 and then went on a cross-country spree in his Dodge Charger, of all things, in May and June this year, starting in North Greenbush and hitting stores in Michigan, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho, according to North Greenbush Police Department. His MO at entering the store is closing time, brandishing a weapon, sometimes a handgun, or sometimes a stun gun, a pepper spray, and then directs employees to empty all their registers and safes. He then forces the staffers into a back room where he takes their cell phones so they can't call the cops, and later ditches the phones in neighboring towns after he's made his getaway. Given the senior's affinity for the discount chain, he may be a disgruntled former employee, cops said. So now they're profiling him.
Always quick to judge. But anyway, guys, that is the end of our show. I've got some words of wisdom before we go. Aren't you guys excited?
For Batman?
No, here we go. It's actually a joke. Did you hear McDonald's killed Burger King in front of Popeyes over that gal Wendy? The funeral is at KFC. You going? I'm taking the subway. Make sure you guys check in with us next week. Right back here Monday again at 4 p.m. We'll be on Facebook Live. We'll be on Periscope. We'll also be on 247miami.tv. Have a great week, everybody. We will see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace out.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. Even slow down, we don't have to go a while.
The views and opinions expressed on Now Trending are those of hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, and other 247miami.tv hosts and advertisers. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure of disease or condition.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo!